In September 1982, elders in Kim Anderson's church tell her to reunite with her abusive husband, Jeff, and make the marriage work. She believes she has no choice but to follow orders.
She had to conform to what the Jehovah's Witness elders expected of her as a married woman.
But when Jeff moves to Canada to live with Kim and the kids, it doesn't take long for him to pick up where he left off.
Where are my cigarettes? I asked you to get one simple thing for me. One thing for me from the store. Cigarettes, that's it. And you can't do that. How inconsiderate.
You're right.
He can't hold down a job. He is violent and unpredictable. And to her horror, Kim is convinced he has started molesting her daughter Lindsay again.
He was just twisted, mean, nasty. Most of us cannot imagine such cruelty.
She had to somehow go along and make it look like she was going along, but at the same time she knew she wanted nothing to do now with her second husband.
By July of 1984, Kim is living in terror.
There's all this fear going on. Fear of Jeff Anderson, fear of the elders, fear of her future.
This time, Kim's fear triggers desperate action. She decides to approach the elders once more, with a final plea to allow her a divorce. The elders interview Jeff and Kim separately. Kim gives new evidence of Jeff's abuse.
Jeff, I'm ready for you.
Praying that this time her claims won't fall on deaf ears.
She's always been so willful and disobedient. She will make up stories.
But when the interviews are over, Kim gets devastating news.
Bearing false witness against a member of the fellowship is serious.
He had defeated her in the meeting with the witness elders.
Not only do the elders reject Kim's request for a divorce, they chastise her for bringing more false charges against Jeff and for not being a dutiful witness wife.
She was very upset because the elders were not believing her. They only believed Jeff.
The elders punish Kim for insubordination. She is denied the right to evangelize door to door, a devastating penalty for any witness.
The witnesses really kept supporting Jeff. The religion helped him out and assisted him in keeping her in line.
On the way home, Kim faces the truth. She is completely powerless within the strict confines of her beloved religion.
She was caught between a rock and a hard place, between the Jehovah's Witnesses authorities and what was good for her and the children.
For the first time ever, Kim questions those who claim to speak for Jehovah.
The elders are just people and they make mistakes, and she could easily see through those faults.
For the sake of her children, Kim feels she has no choice but to risk everything she knows and leave her husband as quickly as possible. So on July 21st, 1984, Kim plans an escape.
She waited till he came home from work. She waited till he was in the shower.
While Jeff is in the bathroom, Kim gathers the children and makes her move.
Kim? Kim?
She took the car and came to my house.
Kim?
Jeff didn't know where she was.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Jeff will not tolerate the abandonment. Fuming and seeking vengeance, he reports her as a runaway wife to the elders.
She ran away.
Some people can't handle rejection, and their response is, well, I'll get even.
The church demands Kim return to her husband, but she resists. Jeff is shocked by her rebellion. He's relied on Kim's devotion to the church to control her, but that's not working anymore.
His control, which was essential to him to have this control, was slipping away.
In the fall of 1984, Kim returns to the apartment and Jeff moves out. But he is not about to let go of her. He takes a basement apartment directly across the street, and he makes his presence known.
He was stalking her, he was watching her, he was sending her notes, probably love notes, made her skin crawl.
Basically, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Jeff calls day and night, demanding reconciliation. With the church supporting his mission to get his wife back, Jeff believes Jehovah is on his side.
He was rejected by her, and he couldn't accept that. He was feeling anger, fear, jealousy, revenge, not being able to cope.
Things escalate. Jeff begins breaking into her house.
He was sabotaging her appliances by disconnecting wires, just dirty tricks to let her know that he was still around and still cause her misery.
Jeff seems unstoppable. Kim lives every day with the fear that her family is in danger in their own home.
Yuri and Lindsay got caught in the crossfire, and it was very, very difficult for them to endure that and that sense of doom that they must have felt.
Kim has her locks changed and prays. The next time Jeff shows up, there's no telling what he'll do.
Some people can't handle rejection, but not all people resort to that level of violence. It takes a weird or very sick person, I believe, to do that.